That's what they want. They want breeding mayors. They don't want free-thinking women.
What is good, you guys, and welcome on another episode. And if you are here for the very first time, hi, I see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. This video is currently going viral. It's a clip. I don't know where this man was talking, but this man is the Republican nominee for NC governor, and he was caught on tape saying what I don't think anyone should be saying in 2024. It talked about when we say we want America to be great again, we want America to be good again. Like, what type of America are we referring to? Like, we want it to go back to some things, like the things that he wants America to go back to. And what he has to say is literally mind blowing, because for someone who probably have a wife, a mother, kids, cousins, sisters, even close friends, saying this in 2024, like, it's literally unexplainable and unacceptable. It's 2024. It's still this a conversation that we should be having. These are the things that the people are saying. These are the questions that the people have. So without wasting much time, I have put together the original clip, and as well responses from people can be a little bit annoying. So without wasting much time, let's get right into it.
This idiotic guy was on stage with Candace Owens a few days ago and asked her, what America are we going back to make America great again? The one where women couldn't vote or black people were swinging from trees? I would say to him, if I was standing in front of him, I absolutely want to go back to the America where women couldn't vote. I absolutely want to go back to the America where women couldn't vote.
The boldness in which that man felt, not only the audacity, but the confidence to say that in 2024 is astonishing. More importantly, it's dangerous because he is running to be the governor of North Carolina. And it would be one thing if he was just one man, but the potential of him having influence and power over legislation and the bodily autonomy of women makes him even more dangerous, especially considering that he probably represents the thoughts and ideologies of hundreds, thousands, if not millions of men. For example, I just saw an interview with a gentleman who considers himself to be a lifelong Republican, being asked why he didn't consider Nikki Haley as an option for the Republican nominee. And he said that women are better suited for household duties, meaning taking care of the house, motherhood, but they don't have the balls to be the president of the United States. Which is why it should come at no surprise that the Republican Party response to the State of the Union address was done by a senator from Alabama in her kitchen. In her kitchen. Because that's where they want to keep women, in their kitchen. And not just keep women in the kitchen, but also don't allow women any control over their bodies.
My question is this, and this is for the people of North Carolina, especially those minorities, black, indigenous, just to name a few. I have a question. Are you guys going to vote for this Coonesian right there? That sellout Sambo? That's when you know for a fact that he just doesn't like himself. He's not self-loved. And his self-esteem is literally low. Please do not vote for this Coonesian right there.
Where women couldn't vote.
You remember when I made that video talking about how Rishi Sunak was one of those people of color who's being tokenized and weaponized by the tools of white supremacy to spread the rhetoric? Because they really love it when people of color and black people do their dirty work for them. Remember when I said that? We got another one in my beloved state of North Carolina. A black man talking about wanting to go back to the days of when women couldn't vote. Which is real weird, considering the party he's running under really wants to go back to a time where he couldn't vote. And the sad thing about all of this is that it doesn't matter how much of their dirty work he does for them. They're never going to see him as part of their inner circle. They're never going to actually accept him as a member of whatever elite club he thinks he's going to get into. That protection he has only extends as far as he is useful. And that's a fucking dangerous line to toe.
Absolutely want to go back to the America where women could not vote, Robinson said.
This candidate said that he wished we could go back to a time where women couldn't vote. Hosted by a women's political organization. I want the women and girls to pay attention because I would argue that many men share the same sentiment. When you hear men trying to psychologically convince you, tear you down, shame you, press you to be a likable woman, and you subscribe to this is what you're signing on to. Now you might say, damn, that's pretty extreme. But I want you to remember that misogyny and patriarchy exists in a spectrum. Passport bros, being a respectable woman, being a traditional woman, being the feminist soft girl woman, all for the sake of a man, sacrificing yourself, waiting around to see if a man will pick you, will be your ultimate downfall.
I absolutely want to go back to the America where women couldn't vote.
This is the guy that's on the ticket for the GOP in North Carolina to be the governor. He does not believe you should have a vote, ladies. And when I say ladies, I really mean a lot of the Republican women that have still been voting and then are all of a sudden, like what's happened in the last couple of weeks. Oh, IVF? Oh, didn't know that they would do that. Yeah, we've been telling you that for 2 years since they took away Roe. We've told you that. All these liberal ladies that you don't like, yeah, we've been fighting for us and for you. We've been fighting for all of it. But you guys are putting in these kinds of people, these kinds of guys that think that you are too stupid and too emotional and everything else, and you should live by the Bible, and your husband should have the vote for you. Do you know what kind of sacrifice the women made in the suffragette movement so that you could have a frickin' vote? And you're wasting yours. You're wasting yours because you're going to elect these dipshits that are going to tell you that you don't have any rights. Why are you doing this? You need to wake up. You think that your IVF is the only thing you're going to have to worry about? Oh, no, so much more than that. Get it together. This is not an election about the right or the left or Dem or Republican. This has got to be a conglomerate of women that come together and say, we're not putting up with this shit anymore. We have less rights right now than our grandmothers did. This is not about just what you want or what we just want individually. This is about a fight for all women. Get your fucking shit together.
I absolutely want to go back to the America where women couldn't vote.
Pretty sure that was the same time in America where guys that looked like him were being used as tree ornaments. I don't think he thought that through too well. It's funny that guys like that and people like that think that you're going to get that part of the package, women not being able to vote, and not get the other part of the package that came with that. What do you think? This is going to be a Burger King Wayback Machine? No, it's all going to come back. Like, you screaming to take somebody else's rights away when you ain't even got full rights. Yeah, I'm taking a shit because it's about some shit.
I absolutely want to go back to the America where women couldn't vote.
I wonder if his dumb ass knows that he's not going to be able to vote either before they're done. Apparently not. He's been sold a bill of goods that is a big fat lie. They want their Aryan nation. I do not understand the minorities joining the Republican Party. They're literally actively pursuing destroying their own ability to earn a living and destroying their kids' ability to earn a living. The only thing I have to say is men like this can only see male supremacy misogyny, and they can't see the rest of it. They think it's just going to be women. It's not. It's not.
What do you guys think about this video? I know it can be annoying to still see that there are still men who are willing to make this be the reality for women in 2024. Like, it is shocking, it is infuriating. It's just like, in 2024, this is how you still see women. Like, I think every woman around him should even be careful at this point, because if you have this mindset, that means that the women around you are not even getting accolades for whatever it is they are doing, because you don't think that they deserve a certain position or they deserve to reach a certain height, because to him, women are supposed to be under their husband and let their husband do the voting for them. I love what the second woman to the end of that speech said. She said, "You're screaming for this right to be taken away from women, but you yourself as a black man, you don't even have full rights. Why do you think if we go back to the America where women could not vote, what makes you think that other ones as well that affect your own people who look like you, is not going to come back? Like, you don't know it's going to come back in full package, because it's almost like it's not looking in that direction." This comment said, "They want to make America great again like it was in the 30s and 40s. No right for women, no right for blacks, no right for underprivileged people, no work, no healthcare, no food. Sad Republicans." Because it was thinking maybe that was the only one that was going to come back. A lot are going to come with it as well. So if you are wishing this, if this is what you want, you have to be ready to, take the other ones, the remaining package that comes with the one you want. Another person said, "How many Republican women support this, and will they decide to vote for this guy as well?" That's a very valid question, because there are people who, follow some political parties blindly, regardless of if they are wrong or not. They would just follow them blindly. But I am here wondering, like, who are the people in the audience that this man was speaking to? Are there women there? And did they just sit and let that, whatever he said just pass like that? Like, are there women in that congregation, or he was just having a conversation with, the men or the guys? Because they're having a conversation with men, are there women in that same setting as well? And they are so comfortable listening to him saying that. Like, I'm so interested, because I noticed nobody clapped. That's a good one. But then, are there still women sitting in there while this man was saying that? It's a very valid question. And will they still vote for him, knowing fully well that he does not want them to have a right to even have options, to even do anything, because they have to be under a man, and their man has to be in control and, decide for them who their family is going to vote for. Another person said, "It is about our rights as women. They are already taking our right to healthcare. Vote like your life depended on it," because it does. And that's the truth, it does. If they are having this particular mindset, if this is what they have in mind for women, especially in 2024, like the very first lady that stitched to that video said, it is very dangerous. Let me know what you guys think about that video in the comment section. Let's continue our chat in the comment section. Thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one.